What is good, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of Late Night Line. We got DR on the right, we got 12 on the left, and P's in the middle. How y'all fellas doing today? This
Good,
snowy,
good, good.
is it Tuesday? I don't even remember what day it is anymore.
Yeah, it's bad outside, but I'm glad we here.
Now, when was the last time you saw snow like this? For anybody watching around the world, I know we got people everywhere, but we're in Connecticut, Hartford, Connecticut. Where you at? New Britain, Connecticut.
Yes, sir.
The whole East Coast got blanketed with a lot of snow, and we're literally digging out. Literally digging out. I got about somewhere around 30 inches.
You got like 20, 18,
Yeah.
20, something like that. But yeah, I shoveled like 5 times. Every time I come out, it just accumulated like I never shoveled.
Yo, it's crazy. I just got home and there's another 2 inches that fell.
Yeah, there's another dusting right now.
It is crazy. What up, 12? What's going on?
What's up, man?
Now, what was funny though, when I was out there shoveling, my daughter had to be picked up at 11 o'clock.
Uh-huh.
And, so when I finally went outside, and I went outside at 8 o'clock, and I watched the plow guy go by and go up the street and down the street, and he just totally dismissed me so I started shoveling because I needed a pathway to go get my daughter. You know what I mean? She working the next town over. So Holmes he saw me shoveling, so I thought he was gonna come down the street. He did one end of the street, but I live on a dead end. So Holmes just kept passing by and watching me.
Wow. So he didn't come plow your street?
He didn't come plow till about I want to say I went to bed at 1. He didn't come until after 1. But when he came, he saw half of the street plowed, shoveled. You know what I'm saying? So I can go out and get my daughter. So I mean, we made it happen. My other daughter came out and helped me a little bit, and I was thankful for that. And because she was like, her son had to eat, and she wanted me to go to McDonald's to get him something to eat because that's all he eats. And she was like, man, my son got to eat. I was like, I got to get my daughter. I said, you see what two parents going to do for their kids?
I hear that.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Experience. Yeah, it was an experience. But yeah.
You're on my way home. Hey, 12, if you're talking, we can't hear you. I think I see your lips moving a few. You're not muted. Yeah, we don't hear you. But what I was gonna say was I ended up working, was it Sunday? I worked till like 3 o'clock. I stayed, but I left at 3. The road was like, 15, 20 inches on the highway. But I got all-wheel drive, so I didn't really care. But I ran into a few people that was stuck on the side of the road. And I almost got home. It took me maybe 20 minutes to get home.
Mm-hmm.
It was a car that ran off the road on the ramp. It was like an Acura. Wow. So I was like, you know what? Let me pull over, see if this person need help. Because I got to always have a shovel in my back of my Jeep. So I pulled over, and he literally slid off the road. And as soon as he slid off the road, a plow truck went right by him, plowed him in.
Wow.
I was like, yo, you got some bad luck, bro.
Yeah.
Bad luck. And the dude, and 2 more passed while he was there. Jeez. So when I got there, the snow was damn near up to his window.
Jeez.
So I dug him out, got him out. You know, it's all cool. You back 12?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Yeah, the what you call it? On our end, my wife was being helpful, boy. I had to dig out like 4 or 5 people. She's like, they need help.
Yeah.
They need help.
Yo, it's this storm right here. And you know what's crazy? Back in the day, we used to get these all the time.
All the time.
You know what I'm saying? A winter was like, we'll get 5 of these in a winter.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Easy.
Now we're... Go ahead, 12.
No, I was gonna say I remember one time we went to the club for like New Year's, and it had this amount of snow. It's like it wouldn't shut down clubs.
No,
it wouldn't shut down
anything. The norm.
Yeah, it was normal.
Yeah. It's funny because there's this guy I work with. He came up from Jamaica last summer, so he was here for the last winter, but it hasn't really snowed much. So I came out, right, and he was cleaning his car off. He was on FaceTime with his family back in Jamaica. And all I hear is "Bomba cloud, yo, we never seen this much snow. We never."
He was going off.
Yo, it was a lot, man. It came down so fast too.
Mm-hmm.
Came down real fast.
Now, the first accident I seen on 84 when I was headed to church on Sunday, it was just a dusting on the ground. You know that barrel like goes around the curb coming from West Hartford into Hartford. That real sharp turn, that right turn, or you coming
on
back
84?
towards Britain on 84, yeah.
Yeah.
Ran, like before you get to Prospect.
It ran off into the.
They ran, yeah. There were two people. They was on the side, standing on the side, bro. Like, and this was 8:30 in the morning, and it was just dusting. It was just a dusting on the ground.
It's the thing with that highway too. A lot of these people are from out of state. Some of them.
Yeah, and they come around that bend too fast.
Yeah, they don't know.
Yeah.
But you know what? There's a lot of people out here too that they not paying attention. And we always see that on every first snowstorm. Because you remember there's a bunch of drivers that got their driver's license in the summertime. They've never driven in snow before. Right? So you got these idiots.
Yeah, rain is equally bad.
Yeah.
As soon as it's raining, all these people will have accidents. It's crazy.
Well, I'm a Tobagonian.
Uh-huh.
Well, we could say we trim big onions.
Yeah.
So most of us are like American. We've been here.
Yeah, we go lime, we go bust a lime.
Yeah.
You know? So yeah, we part of the culture, if that's what you want.
I'm very familiar with the West Indies. Like I'm originally from Hartford, so I'm from the North End, right? So it was just like Jamaicans and Puerto Ricans is always
got all the Jamaicans over there.
Yeah, it's always part of the family. Like, and I never knew the difference between Trinidadian and all of that stuff until I got older.
Yeah.
So I always thought it was just like, people, the ignorance of people thinking the Spanish people all Spanish, and you have Dominican and all of that.
Well, everybody think we Jamaicans.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Because when we go to the West Indian parade and the West Indian club, it was all Jamaicans, but you had different flags flying around. I'm like, hold on, this person got a different flag. When you went to the parades back in the day, that was tradition for my family.
Yeah, that was big back in the days. The West Indian parade was big, boy.
Yeah, it was big.
Oh, yeah.
It was big.
Yeah, we all grew up in Hartford.
You know,
Hartford was from
ever since they moved it off of Main Street, that's what kind of destroyed it.
Yeah,
I lived on Sargent Street, right off of Garden, right there, almost on the corner of Garden and Sargent.
Yeah. P grew up on Westland.
Okay.
I lived on Charlotte. We lived on Charlotte, and then we moved to Westland.
Okay.
You used to be over there, Nelson
Court.
over there.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, that's where we grew up, man.
Man, we live right across from the Ville.
From the Ville, yeah. I used to live in the Ville when I was just little.
And the thing is, when we moved in, the Ville was still there because they tore down our Ville houses.
Yeah.
They broke it down.
Yeah, they got
it's
nice
all
houses
condo
there
like
now.
It's like condos.
Yeah.
So all the projects they doing the same
that
thing.
That had to be at least 10 years now, maybe even longer.
I ain't drive by there in a minute, man.
Yeah, they redeveloped that whole area, man. They moved a lot of they like pushed everything. It's pushing. You can see it as it's getting developed.
They put the working families and the elderlies in there.
Okay.
So that's what they did with those projects. It's not gentrified like if you like go to Brooklyn or something like that.
But I tell you what, let something hit and go through that project. It's gonna be projects again. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All because they brought home the wrong rock.
Yeah.
And be like, let me get a taste.
Yeah, that's it. That's a wrap.
Let me ask this question, right?
Go ahead.
So growing up in the North End, when we were younger, did you really think that like Chappelle, Dutch Point, and all of those areas were bad?
No, it was just a way of life that we all lived. It was everybody together. Like, cause when I moved to New Britain in like I want to say 89, 88, 89. It was a culture shock for me to see all these Polish people, and it was
Yo,
just
they
a
got their
big.
whole community.
They got their own community, so it was a culture shock for me. It was like, oh, what's this? I thought we lived in the country when we moved to New Britain as a teen or a preteen or whatever. And I just until I got a bike and started riding around, then I saw the projects down the street there, and I seen okay, this all
Yeah.
right. Well, it was a while
Yeah, New
before I
Britain
got a
got a
bike and
few
started riding
projects.
around. Yeah, and any project is the same kind, more or less. Trying to generalize it, but you got the same type of thing, situations going around in there. And when I moved out here, and then I went to the circle. The circle is a really small. It's like the size of this block right here. And man, it was some of the rowdiest things I ever seen in the smallest project. And it was like, okay, yeah, it's the same everywhere. That's when I realized you can't be anywhere and everywhere. You really have to watch out when you're dealing with us, people of color.
Mm-hmm.
certain ways that we move, that you just have to. There's unwritten rules of just going in to where people live, and you know what I'm saying. You had to either know somebody, especially when the gang stuff came out.
Yeah.
When that gang
Because
stuff came out,
And
what I was
was
going to
y'all around when
say,
that war happened? That was crazy, bro. Like, I mean, I remember riding through Stowe Village, and
oh, you talking about
dudes out there
91,
would have black and green beads on, all 20 love.
you talking about 90, the early 90,
Yeah, early
91 to
90s, 90,
95.
yeah, 90s, 96, 7, 8, around
that joint
there.
was big up in Weaver, man.
Yeah, yeah. So
Mm-hmm.
all of that, like the whole North End right there was all 20 love. And it was crazy because when you came to New Britain, my partner lived on Orange Street, and when the Lion Kings first came out here, they grouped up on Orange Street, and nobody went to Orange. And if you didn't live on Orange Street and you was black or whatever, nobody went to Orange Street. They stopped delivering food to Orange Street. They stopped doing everything on Orange Street because these Latin dudes came out here and just terrorized. And and when they started terrorizing, everybody started clicking up, and everybody started wearing colors and this and that. It was all every
Mm-hmm.
little gangs, little cliques here. Everybody wearing different colors. That was an era that we survived, and it was crazy.
Definitely.
Yeah, that was my man. I don't know if y'all remember the shooting at New Britain High School. The kid that got shot in front of New Britain High School. That was my boy.
Oh,
That was my boy. You know what I mean? So I came like 5 minutes after he got shot. He was laying on the ground in front of the school, and nobody was in front of the school, just him on the ground. We got dropped off, and I got out the car. I see him. I walked up to him, me and my other boy, and he was just sitting. He was coughing up blood. I just looked around. I seen a shattered window in the door of the school, and I was like, "Oh, they got him."
damn.
And I was stood over him for like a good 30 seconds to a minute, and the security guys would come running out the school like, "Get away from him!" And that day in school, bro, that was like no other day, bro. Like I was the type of person who always had something on me. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? So like we running outside, stashing something in the grass, or you trying to get ready because we thinking they're gonna run through the school, go through lockers, or you know what
I
I'm
know
saying?
exactly what you mean.
Yeah. So it's like what's going to happen now? But it was definitely a day of silence and mourning in the school. Like it didn't really hit me until the funeral. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was like, yeah, because prior to that 10 day, prior to him getting shot that day, he got arrested. He got suspended for 10 days. Those 10 days exactly is when he. But the day he got suspended, we and him was walking home up Broad Street, and he pulled me in back of him, like a car pulled up. See, I had no clue. I was still young minded. Like he
Mm-hmm.
tried to get me to join. Like, you know what I mean? He's like, I mean, he got real. Me and him kind of clicked up. He was like, Drake, I like your heart. I want you to join us. I was like, bro, I'm black, bro. What you mean? He was like, yeah, but I can get you in. I'm like, nah, I'm good with that. And, because he like I said, I lived in the neighborhood, so like a lot of the OGs, they really took to me. They took a liking to me. Like a lot of OGs was like, "Yo, you got any issues?" Blah blah blah. Come see me. I'm like, nah, I'm good. I'm good. Now my brother, on the other hand, he's doing his own thing. He never really affiliated with anybody. He kind of ran with different people and got money everywhere he went.
Yeah.
So like, cause he was a little older than me, so he would click up with people that we knew from Hartford, and you know what I mean, he would hustle with them. He would come out here. This dude had Latin queens come to the crib. Like they're all pink. What's the bandanas? And he, what I'm saying, he kind of rode neutral. He didn't affiliate himself, so that kind of molded me not to affiliate with people, but that saved my butt of
Yeah.
not affiliating, not being affiliated, rolling neutral, everywhere I went. And like I said, those back to the story with those 10 days that my man, that first day he got suspended, he pushed me in back when the car pulled up on Washington Street in Broad, and I didn't think anything of it. But after I seen him got shot, the 10 days went by. I ain't seen him 10 days. The next time I seen him when he was laying on the ground, but that thought in my head was like he knew somebody was after him
Yeah.
because the way the car pulled up and he pushed me in back of him, and I was like, okay, he knew they was coming for him. Like, and a lot of people, when you look at their life that already had passed, some people prepared for it, some people already know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and so and that he was one of those
That
people that
lifestyle eventually at some point,
yeah.
Yeah.
So
So
I was never interested in stuff like that.
True. The reason why I brought it up is, man, Hartford prepared me for the world.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I could go anywhere and feel comfortable because I know what danger looks like.
Yeah,
and
for sure.
in the midst of danger, when I go anywhere else, it's like, all right, I know how these people gonna react. I know what they gonna do. I'm good. Let me go this way.
Yeah,
I was raised in it.
Don't forget, you come from one of the most violent countries in the world. Trinidad is one of the most violent countries in the world.
Yeah, that's something I didn't know.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and then we move here, and like he said, man, that junk gets you ready for everything.
Yeah, it gets you because, I was explaining to my kids how we used to walk from Charlotte Street all the way over to the Ave to Fox Middle.
Yeah,
where we had to cut through the park. What he was talking about when they was all them shooting and killing going on over there, they used to dump the bodies in the park.
Yeah. Keenan Park was one notorious for that too.
And I was explaining to him, I'm like, yo, we had to pass by dead bodies. Yeah. But we were so young, we didn't know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure. That was all.
Yeah, I've been walking through there when they found a few bodies.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. It's like we were so young, we didn't have time to process it. Yeah, it's like, yo, you got to make it to school back home, and you know what I'm saying?
I remember when I first came to the U.S. and my auntie said to me, "You ain't hear nothing, you ain't see nothing."
She got you ready.
Just like that. You're not hear nothing, you're not see nothing. Move. That's it.
She knew you was gonna mind your business.
No, that's what all of us. They tell us, living in New York is a different life, man.
Yeah, it
New
is.
York fast paced, man. Keep it moving.
Keep it moving.
Keep it moving. You see,
New
people
York is way different. It's not way different. I think we're like a couple steps behind, but Hartford always been just a slight step behind.
No, Hartford is not a step behind. It depends how you. If we like Hartford is its own place, yo.
It is. You really
like,
it is.
You can't compare it to no other place. Like you will get humbled fast.
Oh yeah, definitely.
You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
Yo, do you know in the 80s they had to bring in the National Guard?
Yeah.
Yeah, when the gangs that took over the city. Yeah.
You know, back then in the 80s, so like I learned all to fight and everything from Hartford. So when my mom moved to New Britain, she goes, I had to take you guys out of Hartford because I would have to train you how to kill out there. Because it was like you couldn't walk. Like we used to go to the YMCA right there downtown.
Where did you live?
On Sargent Street.
Oh,
Right
Sergeant
on the
was right
corner,
there.
like garden, like in the beginning of garden, like almost towards
yeah, I know where that's at.
Yeah,
A
yeah.
lot of
That's what I was
drive-bys
telling
over
you, P.
there.
That's what brought up the conversation.
A lot of drive-bys over
Uh-huh.
there.
Yeah, so and so us living over there, we were walking home one day from the YMCA, and it was a couple guys. One guy I went to school with, but it was his older cousins. So me and him was just talking because we was the same age, but he was one of those kids that was always with the older crowd. You know what I'm saying? He was a little faster in life. So his cousins was down with the Avenue.
Yeah.
So all right, so that you had the Ave and you had Blue Hills Ave. So
Yep.
Blue Hills Ave and Avenue always used to beef. So we're walking home and his cousins, they're all older, like we're young, you know what I'm saying? And they're just walking around us. They was like, "Yo, where you from? Where you from?" I was like, "We're from Sergeant." He was like, "Oh, that's the north. That's over here. We're near the Avenue. You good?" It was like 5, 6 of us. And at that time, everybody that was with us, we all went to church together too on Lenox Street, the first church right there on
Just
Lenox
going
and
to
Avenue.
church.
Yeah, yeah. And, so like back then, church family was different because all the boys hung together
It was.
outside of church. We did things as a group church, and you know what I'm saying. We came up. Everybody that I went to church back then with, we consider cousins or family. So you can go to church now. You be in that church 20 years. You still won't speak to the person on the other end of the pew because you don't know them. It's just not like that no more.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. So the dude, they surrounded us. They was like, "Where you from?" Everybody from the north end. There's one dude lived off of Blue Hills Avenue, bro. Why he say he lived off of Blue Hills Avenue, over there by Tower, all the way down at the end.
Yeah.
He was like, "Yo," he was like, he told him where he lived. He thought about it like 5 minutes. He was like, "Hold on, you live off of Blue Hills." Man, we walked from. It seemed that was the longest walk from YMCA downtown to Sergeant Street because they tortured this kid, bro. They beat him up so bad, and we couldn't do nothing because they're older. You know what I'm saying? And they beat Holmes up so bad
That's
because they was like,
bullying.
yeah, they was like, "Yo, we got chased off of Blue Hills Avenue the other day, and you live over there." He ain't got nothing to do with Blue Hills Avenue. None of the people that chased him, just for the simple fact that he lived off of Blue Hills Avenue. And my mom, she was like that. We kept getting in fights every day. You had to fight out there in Hartford. We was getting out there fights every day, and we moved here, and it was like, all right.
I ain't
I
never
thought I
get
was
no
in the
fights.
country. it was a breath of fresh
I ain't
air.
never get no fights.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, because we didn't have a big family at all, though.
And
Like,
I had the Ville on one side, Chappelle on one side.
Garden, 20 Love, and them
Garden
over
Street
there.
was right there. Now, we got into a lot of beefs, but I've never gotten to fights. Like,
no,
we had these football games that turned into brawls. Had a few of those when we played other streets.
Nah, we used to fight almost every day, bro. Like it was just go to school. I don't know, you're West Middle School on Asylum.
Mm-hmm.
We went there, and that was just total chaos. So my mom took us out of West Middle, and my auntie lived in Westbrook.
Okay.
So then
you went from West Middle to Westbrook. You
ain't
ain't got no shot.
Yeah, we went. So my auntie lived in Westbrook, but I don't know if you know back then. Annie Fisher had a white dude. He had a white dude called named Dr. Foster. He was the principal. Remember, they used to give us a paddle back then.
Hell yeah.
They used to be.
So Dr. Foster, this white dude was ill, bro. He was ill. Like he would go in. If you was disrupting class, he would go in class, snatch you out, put you on his shoulder, take you down to his office and paddle you with the what's that thing, that roll thing?
Tennis racket?
No.
Paddle. It's the paddle.
The paddle that you roll your boat with.
Yeah.
Oh, an oar.
He put that across your butt.
An oar?
Yeah.
No, a paddle. It's like
no, an oar for the boat.
Yeah, he didn't abuse us, but he gave us the paddle, bro. Like my mom's put us. We didn't live in Westbrook, but we went to our aunt's house every day after school, and she picked us up when she got out of work. And Westbrook was different within itself. It was like a little different city within itself. It's like off the avenue, between Blue Hills over there, you know what I'm saying? It was just different.
And
Yeah.
they rebuilding all of that.
They rebuilt that too as well. Yeah.
And that became a good school too. I think that
It
always
Pembroke
was
or
a
whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
It always was a good
It
school.
always was a good school. And
Yeah.
one because of Dr. Foster, when he did it back in the 80s, he made that a good school. And they kept that reputation.
Yeah. Because I think it's like I don't know if it's a private school, but it was a top school.
Magnet school, yeah. I think
I
don't know if it's
and
a
that was funny for the time it was.
No, it was a public school.
I think it was private.
For a while.
I can't be too sure.
Nah, because I knew kids that went there.
Yeah, I went there. I went there. You know who else went there with me? The two twins from Jagged Edge, Brandon and Brian.
Yep.
Okay.
They was there when I was there. So they were my brother's 3. He passed away. He's 3 years older than me. So he was there about his age.
Okay.
Yo, they don't even claim Connecticut.
They don't even claim Connecticut, bro.
ATL.